I have a legal note.
You want to take this one, Joy, or are you
Matt
good?
Gates has long denied all allegations and has not been charged with any crime.
That's true.
Also, another legal note, Pete Hegseth's lawyer said he paid the woman in 2023 to head off the threat of a baseless lawsuit.
Oh.
He has denied any wrongdoing.
That's interesting. Pay off the witness.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about this bombshell lawsuit involving the husband of Miss Sunny Hostin. Miss Sunny Hostin, one of the cackling hands on The View, extremely racist, probably one of the dumbest individuals, man or woman, really, on national television. I cannot believe that this woman still has a job, even though she is extremely uninformed and she gives the absolute worst takes on The View. And she always has to read legal notes in order to have the company, ABC and Disney, avoid getting sued for her outrageous takes. Okay, and it seems as if her husband is in some trouble. And one of the reasons why I am covering this story is because in one of the episodes, the recent episodes on The View, Miss Sunny Hostin seemed to allude to some issues that her husband may be having with insurance companies, which is what this lawsuit is about.
Wait, hold on. Let Sunny get in here.
I mean, I agree with mostly everything that's been said. I mean, we know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do. So there are a lot of problems with it. But the notion that we are in a violent country, this country was built on violence. We're a very violent country. And it's just undeniable that that's the case. And so I'm not, unfortunately, surprised that people are celebrating the use of violence. I'm not surprised that this young man thought that change could be accomplished through violence. 1 in 4 Americans say violence against government sometimes is justified. And today, in 2024, 1 in 10 Americans say violence is justified right now against corporations and government.
That's very scary.
Those are just.
And even though I don't think he might change something, he might have laid out a plan for a copycat. That's what I see.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. That part that Sunny Hostin mentioned about her husband having to sue in order to get insurance companies to pay out after he performs operations on patients. I think that is in reference to some of the issues and some of the allegations here in this lawsuit. So without further ado, let's read about this. Writing Tuesday for the Daily Mail, Sean Cohen dropped a bombshell that the orthopedic surgeon, husband of walking, notable, quotable, and ABC's The View co-host Sunny Hostin, Dr. Manny Hostin, quote, is among nearly 200 defendants named in one of the largest RICO cases ever filed in New York, accused or getting kickbacks by performing surgery and fraudulently billing a company that insures taxi companies and Uber and Lyft drivers. The claim filed back on December 17th, quote, seeking more than $450 million in damages, alleged Dr. Hostin knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, which his attorney vehemently denies and blasts as meritless crusade by a near bankrupt insurance carrier. Citing the claim, Cohen added, quote, the insurance firm American Transit was billed in exchange for kickbacks and or other compensation, which was disguised as dividends or other cash distributions for the health professionals. He later continued, American Transit claims, quote, rampant insurance fraud is endemic in New York State thanks to its no-fault law, under which insurers must pay up to $50,000 for medical expenses for people injured in road accidents. Quote, these substantial possible no-fault recoveries can incentivize providers with ill intent to overdiagnose, overtreat, and overbill to recover the most money for themselves, American Transit said in a statement. The law was introduced in 1974 in the wake of rapidly rising automobile insurance costs and when accident victims were experiencing long delays in compensation, American Transit says in the suit. But taxis and rideshare vehicles are now required to pay up to $200,000, 4 times the coverage for private drivers. Yeah. So essentially what happened here, okay, is that the insurance company is claiming that Hostin, Sunny Hostin's husband, was given an investment interest in the Empire State Ambulatory Surgery Center in exchange for referring a steady stream of payments. Empire State ASC issued regular payments to or for the benefit of Hostin, which in fact were illegal kickbacks for referrals, the court papers claim. As examples, the insurance company claims Hostin saw 2 patients in January 2023 who were involved in low-impact collisions that should have caused no more than soft tissue injuries. Yeah, so essentially what is being claimed here is that Sunny Hostin's husband would see patients who were involved in these car accidents. And I guess these car accidents had to involve rideshare drivers and stuff like that. And instead of treating the injuries that weren't serious appropriately, he decided that, you know what, I'm just going to refer individuals who probably should not be referred to a surgery center, right? As if they had more serious injuries. And I'm presuming because that means that the surgery center would then bill the insurance company, and then Sunny Hostin's husband would get a kickback for referring them. Okay, so that's essentially the scandal here. As you can see, this is her with her husband. Okay, and Hostin's attorney is denying each and every allegation and calls the lawsuit a blanket, scattershot, meritless lawsuit by a near bankrupt insurance carrier. So again, this is her and her husband. It's hard to believe that a woman like this is actually married. Okay. I would really hate to be this guy. But I don't know. He seems happy. He seems happy. I don't know. Hopefully she's not as insufferable as a wife as she is on television. I don't know. Quote, it is meant to intimidate and harass doctors from collecting for care given to American Transit insureds and their passengers, the lawyer said. He said, Hostin has an impeccable record, adding, quote, American Transit has rushed into the lawsuit without ever conducting an examination of Dr. Hostin or expressing any concerns to his lawyers. Quote, the real story here is about an insurance carrier abusing the legal system to limit and restrict healthcare benefits to its insureds and their passengers and write off its proper obligations, the lawyer said. Sunny Hostin, 56, has been married to the doctor for nearly quarter of a century. They tied the knot in 1998 and have 2 children and live in a 10-bedroom, 10-bath estate in Purchase, New York. Wow. A 10-bed, 10-bath estate. This woman lives in a mansion, basically, right? And no wonder she is completely and totally clueless about what the average everyday American is going through, right? This woman thinks that the American people should be more concerned about January 6th than, I don't know, inflation, illegal immigration, you know, things that actually affect regular, everyday, normal people. But when you're not a regular, everyday, normal person, when you are one of these East Coast elites, again, living in your 10-bed, 10-bath estate, of course you don't know. Of course, you have no clue whatsoever about what regular, average, everyday people are going through. So with that being said, I have no clue whether or not these allegations are true. It seems to be a conspiracy among these doctors to take advantage of this insurance company. And her husband just happened to be one of those doctors that allegedly was partaking in this conspiracy. I'm just surprised that Sunny Hostin hasn't been sued directly, right? I mean, for her inflammatory and defamatory statements that she's made on The View time and time again. I am surprised to see her husband getting sued before she gets sued, right? But the day that she gets sued is the day that I will throw a party on this channel, right? I will throw one of the biggest parties of my life the day that Sunny Hostin gets sued and faces some accountability for the defamatory and wild things that she says on that show, or gets fired, right? I mean, whichever one of those happens first, again, that would really make me happy to see. But, you know, we'll see what happens with this. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.